Okay, what's hard and black and pulls women toward it like a giant magnet? That's right, it's this thumb drive. But why? It's not made out of diamonds, it's too small to be a Prada purse, and it doesn't vibrate. So, what makes this smooth black drive so special? Simple. It contains a secret that will transform the way a woman feels about you. Got a female friend that you're in love with, but she only sees you as a friend? Try the drive, and she'll be begging for you to date her. Got an ex-girlfriend that you desperately want back, but won't give you the time of day? Try the drive, and she'll forgive any and all past transgressions as she runs back into your arms. Afraid to start conversations with beautiful women? Try the drive, and they'll start conversations with you. Women enjoy your company, but don't see you in a sexual way? Try the drive, and they'll see you as a sexual tyrannosaurus. Oh, I can practically hear your thoughts now. But I've tried other dating programs before, and it didn't work for me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But dating tricks are kind of like food. You can enjoy a piece of filet mignon so tender and juicy as it melts in your mouth, or you can have a dried out, burnt hamburger that tastes like crusty cardboard. And if you've tried other dating tricks before and they didn't work for you, well, guess what? You got the burnt to a crisp rat burger. The secret I'm about to reveal is the filet. And in case you're thinking, oh, but John, it won't work for me, I'm morbidly obese and can barely get out of bed, then I'd say, well, once you've learned this secret, your bed is where you'll be spending most of your time anyway. Or maybe you're thinking, but John, I'm so old that my best friend in kindergarten was named Benjamin Franklin. Then I'd say, get over yourself, Rip Van Winkle. Women love older guys who are filled with confidence. And when you learn the trick I'm about to reveal, you're going to feel like James Bond. And in case you're thinking, but John, I'm so poor that when I go to KFC, I have to lick other people's fingers. Then I'd say, I don't blame you. KFC is good. And by the time you learn this secret, she'll be paying for all your fried chicken herself. So stick around, because this drive is dangerous. And I desperately want to get it into your hands before I get stopped. Now, you might be wondering, who is this nerd and why would I want this mysterious thumb drive? Well, I'll explain more in just a second, including the crazy story of how I got my hands on it. But first, let me just say this drive is about women. Lots of women. Indeed, the secrets inside this flash drive will transform your sex life faster than Oprah signs up for a cupcake eating contest. And if you're wondering why I sound like a college professor, it's because I was. You see, I taught applied mathematics at a very small but prestigious university who would probably sue me if I named them. And I should add that I am far from perfect. I've got what women call a dad body, a pretty average-looking face, and I'm losing my hair. Oh, and I'm far from wealthy. I've got a one-bedroom apartment in a middle-class neighborhood, no car. Point is, on the surface, I'm not the kind of man that women get excited over. And for most of my life, I was an embarrassing failure with women. Until one day, I bumped into Josh, one of the brightest students I'd ever had. Not only that, but I'd seen Josh's face on the news several times. Apparently, he had become a nationally recognized dating coach, which fascinated me. Naturally, considering my non-existent sex life, I invited him out to catch up over drinks, hoping he would give me a few tips. But as we spoke, I got the impression that Josh was nervous. When I asked if he was okay, he said, "Professor, you know how much I trust you, right?" I was confused, but I nodded my head. Then he said, "I have something to get off my chest. I didn't invent the Tao of Badass on my own. I had a mentor." Then, Josh revealed that years earlier he'd attended an underground seminar in New York, and the secrets Josh learned at this event turned him into a badass with women almost overnight. Not long after, he launched his Tao method, and the rest is history. Then, Josh pulled out a little black thumb drive. Apparently, the drive contained underground footage from the infamous New York seminar. But more importantly, the drive also contained new, even more advanced material that he'd paid a small fortune to learn from his mysterious master. Then he said, "Take it. If it helps you as much as it helped me, then I'll share it with everyone." I took the drive and we parted. I still remember staring at it, devilishly curious about what lurked inside. I rushed home and plugged it into my laptop. 2 days later, I had the dean's wife bent over the faculty copy machine. 3 days after that, I was jobless. But I didn't care. I was on cloud nine and knew my life was about to dramatically change for the better. And in case you're wondering what was on the drive, let me give you a hint. Walruses. Or more specifically, the mating habits of walruses. Because the female walrus will travel back and forth across many miles to be with the male. The male doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't chase, he doesn't bring her flowers, she comes to him. Now here's the catch. Only 10 to 20% of the male walrus population is sexually active and gets their pick of all the females. And here's the crazy part. Humans are largely the same way. The data is a little skewed because society essentially forces us to get married and create families, but out in the dating world, only a small percentage of men get their pick of the hottest women. And it's because the top 10% have a handful of key traits that females are programmed to desire. A few of those traits are very hard to imitate, like being tall or having a lot of resources. But what I discovered next is absolutely groundbreaking. Ready? Here it is. The 3 most attractive traits, the traits that make women uncontrollably horny, are very easy to imitate. And when you imitate these traits, they become part of you, changing the way you act around women and causing her evolutionary programming to take over. So she must respond to you, even if you're not her type. The problem is, most guys have no idea what these traits are, since the most important ones are completely under the radar. By the way, I'm not talking about being alpha or dominant or anything like that. These invisible traits trigger arousal in the reptilian part of her brain, the part she must obey. Bottom line, once you learn what these traits are, and when you follow my 3 simple steps to display them, your sex life will change overnight. Plus, it's brain dead easy to apply, so you don't have to be good with women in order to get insane results immediately. So let's talk about these traits a little, so you can see what I mean. Everyone tells you women love confidence, but you can't try to be confident, and women spot a fake a mile away, so that never works. Instead, this trait allows you to leverage pretty much anything in your personal history and spin it in a way that makes women want you. Hard to believe at first, but then you see it. The second key trait is very unusual, and it's like playing with fire. It has to do with sex, but not necessarily how many women you've hooked up with, or your skills in the bedroom, or your ability to make her come. That's what's so cool about this trait. When you embody it, she'll feel something intense and arousing in your presence, without being weird or creepy or pervy, which is the worst. Just don't mess this one up like most guys do, or you run the risk of her not only rejecting you, but telling all her friends what a yucky sleaze you are. The third trait is one you'd never expect women to respond to, but it's absolutely a must-have for any guy, especially if you want an awesome girl for more than a night. This is key. Here's a hint. You're probably making a mistake on Facebook right now that is causing girls to disqualify you based on this trait. When you master it, she'll feel like she can't hurt you, and that's a huge turn on. I could go on, but inside this little flash drive is the full seminar from Josh's original coach, packed with all these secret teachings and more. Imagine being able to attract highly sought-after women who would normally tell you to your face that you're not her type, with almost no chance of rejection. Josh and his Jedi Master teacher were a little torn about what to call this, but ultimately decided on Return of the Badass. And not just because it's the long-awaited sequel to the best-selling original system, but because it helps you return to your true nature, helping unleash the inner badass that women respond to no matter what she sees on the surface. Unlike other systems which give you ebooks you'll never read anyway, or endless hours of unedited footage you'll never get through, this program is a series of simple, step-by-step video lessons that pinpoint problem areas. So you can pop open your phone or laptop and watch anytime, any place to get exactly what you need.
it's almost like having a world-class coach on demand, available anytime on your phone.
Which is one reason why it works even if you've tried other methods and haven't gotten them to work. Because in many ways, these traits are the complete opposite of both traditional dating and what most pickup artists tell you to do. Bottom line, there is nothing simpler, easier to use, and more effective than the 3 simple traits you'll discover inside Return of the Badass. There is absolutely no guesswork with the Return of the Badass system. In nearly 4 hours of in-depth video training, you'll discover simple, foolproof secrets that work in the real world, no exceptions. They've committed to making it easy for you so that you finally get the results and type of relationship you want with your type of woman, whoever she is. So, if you've ever gone a month or longer without sex from a hot young woman, if you've ever had a girl stolen by some lame, loud, macho douchebag, if there's something preventing you from succeeding with women, whether it be looks, height, money, confidence, or any of the other imaginary barriers, or if you're just tired of having to work and work, trying so hard with women only to be rejected or ignored in the end, then in just a minute, I'm going to show you how to get your hands on Return of the Badass before it's too late. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about what else you're going to learn inside each video module. How to read a girl's eyes and know exactly how turned on she is. Hint, if you miss this, she immediately loses interest. Texting immediately after getting her number is too soon, right? Wrong. The secret that old, bald, and less attractive guys use to date girls half their age. Hint. Younger women are biologically programmed to desire older men. Think about it. 50,000 years ago, old guys were the ones who survived. Just say this simple sentence and you'll unlock this age-old desire in her. That's why Mark in Las Vegas, Nevada told me, "Man, I couldn't believe when this really cute checkout girl from Whole Foods started flirting with me, despite being half my age and barely saying a word to me before I used this. This is insane." Frozen with fear? Say this to yourself, and you are literally forced to approach her. Not only that, but you'll move in like James Bond and she'll be impressed every single time. The best part is, when you can approach with this level of confidence, you don't need fancy openers because she'll automatically know you're the man. How to identify easy girls with pinpoint accuracy. 9s and 10s are great, but the fact is, you don't see them every day. But naughty girls are all over the place. You just need to know what to look for. In Return of the Badass, you'll discover exactly how to find sexy young nymphs who are DTF wherever you go. Best part is, they're naughty. So once you say hi, they'll say, "Open your fly." And I'm only half joking. Marcus from Orange, California, who had only been with 3 women before this, used this secret to boost his number to 12 girls, and not surprisingly, his confidence with women has skyrocketed. How to find your stepping stone girl, and when to lower your standards, just a tad, to build massive sexual experience and confidence. The kind you'll need to get comfortable with those "holy shit, she's hot" types. Every guy who gets really good with women finds a style that matches his personality. In Return of the Badass, you'll get techniques that fit who you already are, so you feel totally comfortable and at ease right out of the gate. Barely legal language patterns that make women go crazy in a good way. Best part is, the phrases work even if you aren't talking about anything sexual. Imagine asking her about dinner and watching her hips squirm with desire. In fact, Ralph B. from New York, New York, was blown away by how quickly a few words turned around the interaction and attraction from a girl who'd been bitchy and not at all interested in him just a few minutes earlier. Why almost everything you're told about body language is dead wrong. Here's a hint. Your body language has almost nothing to do with your body. Use this simple hack to fix your mind, gain total control of your body, and wow her with striking physical confidence. How million-dollar salesmen get over their fear of rejection. Let's face it, rejection sucks, but if you train your mind not to feel it, you'll become an absolute machine with women. Men will marvel at your courage, women will bend to your boldness. 10 lines that actually work. Pro tip, These won't work to pick up girls, but they are amazingly effective counters to her tests and objections. Why your touch probably feels creepy to her, and how to fix it fast. Use this masseuse's trick for smooth, seductive hands that create a yum sensation throughout her body. Now you can touch her in a way that rapidly turns her on without setting off any alarms. The self-fulfilling prophecy qualifier, an under-the-radar phrase that I say word for word that will instantly transform any woman into my private sex slave and compel her to follow me around like a puppy dog without having to even think about competing with other dudes for her attention. Michael F. from London, England really loved this. He used it to get a girl who swiped left on him on Tinder, hooking up with her after randomly meeting at a bar and remembering she'd seen him on the app just days earlier. The makeout technique. With this technique, I can say one simple and seemingly innocent phrase to any woman and make her lean in for a kiss, even if she wasn't attracted to me in the first place. You'll also discover the truth about a woman's tests and how women give men 3 secret tests that most men will absolutely fail. And when you fail even one of these tests, even if you only screw up one time, you'll blow it with the 9s and 10s and only attract women who are 4s and 5s. How to blast your way out of the friend zone forever. Use this shocking mini speech to turn the tables on her, even if she's already made it clear that she just wants to be friends. Hint: this trick works because no woman can resist the green-eyed monster. How to get your ex to give you one more chance. Even if she caught you in bed with her best friend, even if she despises you right now, even if she's got a new boyfriend, this simple secret gets her to forget the past and see you as a new man. Endgame 101. The only way to smoothly get her back to your place. Hint: you'll get her so hungry for sex that she'll suggest she come inside for a drink. And that's just a taste of what you're going to learn inside Return of the Badass. So right now, I bet you're wondering how much this system actually costs. Well, let's face it. Many dating experts with lesser credentials charge up to $1,000 per hour for private coaching and consulting. Yet with Return of the Badass and the additional gifts I'm about to reveal, you get Josh's best-kept secrets, recently recovered right from the comfort and privacy of your own home. Remember, dating and trying to attract women on your own can cost a small fortune, with all the dinners, clothes, gifts, and other traditional nonsense most guys do, which never gets them laid, by the way. Not to mention the blow to your confidence and self-esteem that happens when you're repeatedly rejected by women. Plus, if you go out and get some cheesy relationship or dating book, you'll get virtually nothing in the way of usable techniques. And you'll be left alone, totally in the dark, without any help or support from like-minded guys like yourself. With Return of the Badass, you get ongoing support forever as a member. So, what do you think a fair price would be? $249 would be more than fair, considering all the bonus products I'm about to give you. But you're not going to pay $249. You won't even pay $199. You're not even going to pay $99. By ordering today through this exclusive page, you get the entire Return of the Badass system plus 4 additional complete bonus products I'm about to show you for only $67. And when you invest in Return of the Badass right now, I'm going to give you instant access to 4 exclusive bonus video learning programs, including bonus number 1, Turnkey Texts, 7 copy and paste texts that she can't resist. Pro tip: attractive women get dozens of texts per day, sometimes more. So if yours doesn't stand out from the crowd, you'll get lost in a sea of douchebags. In Turnkey Texts, you'll learn some of the most unique, entertaining, and engaging text messages in existence. The beauty of this is, when you send text messages of this caliber, the other guy's mediocre texts actually make you look better. How to immediately create a fun, flirty tone that makes her excited and willing to exchange messages with you. She gave you her number. You texted her. No response. What the hell happened? You probably made this common first message mistake that obliterates her interest. The worst part is, you never even find out why or how to avoid this tragic blunder until now. Why pen pals don't get pussy. Over-texting kills attraction, and under-texting makes her forget about you. The key is to ask her out at the perfect moment, that magic window most guys miss.
In Return of the Badass, I'll show you how to spot that moment every single time like you are Sherlock Holmes.
This is a $157 value, yet you get it free as part of Return of the Badass. Bonus number 2, perfect profile. Times have changed. It's not just ugly girls on dating sites anymore. In fact, every single day, more and more beautiful women are signing up for dating sites. So don't get left behind, because if you know what you're doing, you can absolutely destroy it online. I'm talking about a hot new date every night of the week. I'm talking about a higher caliber of woman than you're used to or deserve. I'm talking about a sexual overload. I'm all about efficiency, and you should be too. Whether you're a lazy or busy guy, I'll teach you how to create an online dating funnel that can be used for dating sites and apps like Tinder that flood you with warm, ready-to-go women who are dying to meet up. In Perfect Profile, you'll discover how to write a perfect profile that makes you and your lifestyle sound incredible, even if you play video games and jerk yourself to sleep every night. Most importantly, I'll show you how to do this without coming across as a braggy douchebag. The 3 things you must be doing in your profile pics. And the one shot never to include, even if you're photogenic, it's still killing your chances. Don't do it. A sneaky first line that snatches the attention of the hottest girl, the girls who get 100+ messages daily, and separates you from the meatheads who verbally grope her every day by positioning you against them, so she actually starts to see you as her savior. This would sell for $147 on its own,
but costs you nothing when you grab access to Return of the Badass today.
You'll also get Bonus 3, Badass Beliefs. Whether you realize it or not, the lion's share of your confidence comes from your beliefs. Unfortunately, most guys fail to control or shape their beliefs at all, making them a prisoner to their past and present reality. The Badass Belief System does all the work for you by instantly upgrading your core beliefs, including the simple secret for surgically extracting your most damaging beliefs. Think you don't have any? Think again. Damaging beliefs are crippling because they're invisible. This is the only way to identify and destroy these beliefs. When you can do this, you feel like Superman on steroids. The universal belief that makes you feel unworthy around beautiful women. The good news? This simple once-a-day affirmation takes her off the pedestal and brings her to her knees, literally. How to program your brain for automatic confidence, even if you've had 0 success in the past. Repeat this one thing to yourself and she'll beg to be your sex slave. This is another $147 value, and again, you get it free. Lastly, you'll get bonus number 4, Stealth Strategies, which sounds weird, but hear me out. After working with thousands of guys over the years, Josh has learned that nearly all struggle with one primary problem: working up the guts to approach a woman. In Stealth Strategies, not only will you learn how to approach without fear, but you'll also discover how to make a powerful first impression. So she starts to think about you more and more and sits by the phone wondering when you'll finally call. In this breakthrough bonus, you'll learn the Jedi Trust technique that makes her feel 100% safe and ready to come home with you, even if you just met an hour ago. Do you ask interview-type questions in the first 5 minutes? If so, you're buying a one-way ticket to no-sex nice guy land. Instead, get her to feel this first. Hint, it's not your finger and it's not your toe, but when she strokes it, you will know. You approach, and she's surprised, maybe even shocked. In Stealth Strategies, I'll show you a simple trick to harness this shock and turn it to your advantage.
Hint, you've done it right when she stares at your pants like you have balls of steel.
This is a $167 value on its own and costs you nothing when you get Return of the Badass today. Oh, and those $618 in gifts I just told you about, they're all yours to keep, even in the highly unlikely event you're not blown away by everything you learn, because the Return of the Badass system is unconditionally guaranteed for 60 days. That means you can access it immediately and check out the info. Get out as early as tonight and begin putting these cutting-edge techniques into action. And then, if you're not absolutely blown away by the results you see, then simply let us know and you'll receive an immediate, no questions asked refund for every penny you paid. No exceptions. Best of all, you'll still get to keep all the bonus products you downloaded absolutely free. All this for a price that's almost embarrassingly low. With a measly $67 investment today, you'll get complete access to the Return of the Badass system along with thousands of dollars in bonus value. Not to mention that you're 100% protected by our ironclad money-back guarantee. So if you're ready to get started, simply hit the big button you see right here and you can begin immediately. I challenge you to find a more powerful system at such a shockingly low price. Well, I'm confident in that challenge because you won't find anything that compares to Return of the Badass, not at any price. And I'm still not even done yet, because if you order now, we'll also give you lifetime access to our members-only private community. That's over a $200 value absolutely free. All in all, you'll receive well over $818 in additional bonus products, not to mention the incredible value of the Return of the Badass system alone. Plus, if you want to join in with all the members of the community who are getting their burning questions answered as we speak, then log in instantly by clicking the Click to Order Now button right now, where you'll be taken to a secure checkout page. And you'll be confident knowing that your data is private and guaranteed secure by McAfee and Norton with 128-bit encryption. And we've built up a trusted reputation with the Better Business Bureau over the years. And then, within a matter of seconds, you'll unlock the secrets within the Return of the Badass system and have the most desirable women eating out of the palm of your hand tonight. Remember, it had been nearly a decade for me since I'd last been laid. The Return of the Badass, along with your $818 in bonuses, will change your results with women forever. Imagine being able to spot a girl, your exact type, and know that there's a strong chance you could get her number, meet her later, even bring her back to your place, and that you could do this over and over until you found the perfect girl for you, never settling for anything less than you want or deserve. Wouldn't you be happier? Wouldn't it be awesome if some of your friends approached you in private and asked you if you could teach them how to do it? Would your life be twice as good? 10 times as good? Well, right now, you've got an opportunity to make a huge change. To grab the reins and join the select group of guys who are getting trained in this process. Look, a week from now, you're going to be saying one of two things. Either, I'm glad I got started, or I wish I would have. Which do you choose? Remember, I'm personally taking all the risk. You've got 60 days to return it if it doesn't work. Join us and get the complete Return of the Badass system right now by clicking on the Click to Order Now button just below this video. And that's it. I can't wait to get this information into your hands. Gone will be the days when you're afraid to walk up to a woman you see, or having those conversations with women that are so boring and non-sexually charged that you know it's going nowhere. And gone will be those nights where you sit at home, frustrated, wondering if you'll ever be getting laid again. With Return of the Badass and the rules revealed inside, you quickly become the guy that women constantly want to flirt and get sexy with. And you don't even have to think because you just get it. So again, if you're ready to up your game and begin attracting a higher caliber of woman, the kind of woman that most other guys drool over and think is out of their league, and not just attract them, but actually hook up as quickly as you want, then simply click the Click to Order Now button and get started. It's only $67 to get started. And you'll get immediate access to the Return of the Badass. That's over 4 hours of in-depth video training. The 4 bonuses worth $618. Turnkey texts, including 7 copy-paste texts that she can't resist that create a fun, flirty tone that makes her feel excited and willing to exchange messages with you. Perfect profile so your Tinder box is flooded with warm, ready-to-go women who are dying to meet up with you. Badass beliefs that instantly upgrade your core beliefs and program your brain for automatic confidence, even if you've had 0 success with women in the past. Stealth strategies, so you'll approach women without fear and make a powerful first impression, so she starts to think about you sexually and feels 100% safe and ready to come home with you, even if you just met an hour ago. Remember, these bonuses are all yours to keep. even if you're not satisfied for any reason. Because, yes, within a matter of seconds, you'll unlock the secrets within this proven system and have the hottest women you see each day following you around your city on the way to going home with you. This will be like a Bible for you, pushing you, encouraging you, and making sure you get good at this. And let's be honest, is there a better feeling than seeing a beautiful woman and knowing that she'll be naked in your arms by dinner time? And if that feels good, how amazing must it feel to just have crazy hot chicks wanting you, chasing you, eager to please and go wherever you want to take them, including the bedroom. That's what's possible for you. And it can start today, right now. But it's crucial you click the Click to Order Now button and claim your access to the Return of the Badass system. Do that, and I'll see you inside the private members area. Still here? Well, maybe you still have a few last-minute questions before you invest in this program, so I'll try to answer a few of the most common ones right now. Does this work on girls outside the US? What about different ethnicities? Yes, the methods, techniques, and strategies you'll learn in this program are universal because they tap directly into the part of the female brain that becomes aroused and full of desire, no matter where she lives. Sure, you might have to adjust what you say a tiny bit depending not only on where you are, but also age and other factors, but the program absolutely works on all women, no matter where you are in the world. How does this compare to other methods? The problem with other systems is that they require you to change something about yourself before you get results. They may not say that up front, but that's the truth. And you're left in a catch-22 because if you could easily change, you'd already have tons of women in your life and you wouldn't need anything. With this method, you don't need to change on a deeper level at all. You just copy what works in the exact manner I teach you, and you get results. The results you experience may change your confidence, power, and behaviors. But the good news is that you don't have to become a new man in order to get lots of girls. That's way too hard. Will it work if I'm over 40? Yes, these techniques work especially well if you're over 40, because when you're older, you really need to tap into parts of her brain that are not rational and make decisions based on emotions and arousal. We've had tons of guys in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s use these techniques with success, often on girls many years younger. Again, this is scientific and leverages her biology in ways that work for guys at any age. Can I get the discount later if I want? Unfortunately, no, because we want to keep this group tight and focus on supporting their success as much as possible. We're not leaving this open beyond first viewing of the video. It's also a bit of a test, just like you have to act in that short moment where you see a beautiful woman or the opportunity passes. You need to act and seize this rare opportunity to receive a fortune in training for such a low price. Will it work if I'm ugly? I'll go so far as to say that this is the only way to attract women if you're ugly. So yes, it will. And if you're not good looking and don't create natural attraction that way, and don't feel bad, I'm not good looking and some of the best guys I've met with women are not handsome at all, you absolutely need to be able to trigger these feelings in her. That's what this method helps you do, no matter how you look. Will it work if I'm not well endowed? Yes, but let's look at the root of the question. It assumes women automatically demand guys who are well endowed, which is not the case. I've met tons of guys who claim to be big in that area and have zero skills with women. They couldn't get laid in a brothel. And I've also met guys who are average down there who absolutely dominate and run circles around bigger, more alpha men. Sure, some women are size queens, but most women want a guy who can turn them on mentally first, and then take that sexual confidence to the bedroom and give them pleasure in a variety of ways. As you use this system and begin getting laid, your confidence will soar. You'll become more sexually experienced and you'll realize that your size is fine. Will it tell me what to say when I walk up to a girl? In many cases, yes, though I'd be skeptical of any system that promises you'll always know what to say in every moment. That's why the system focuses on principles, with examples, so you know what to say when beginning a conversation, but also can adapt to new situations. as well as follow up that first line with flirting and conversation that gets her back to your place.
Remember, the best pickup line in the world, if such a thing exists, won't help much if you can't follow it up. Instead, this system helps you get confident and have options to say when first approaching, and the skills to trigger her intense arousal and desire so that she wants you as the conversation progresses. Is my credit card safe? Absolutely. You can have total confidence knowing that your data is 100% private and guaranteed secure by McAfee and VeriSign with 128-bit encryption. You use ClickBank, right? Why? Yes, because ClickBank is the safest, most customer-friendly digital product marketplace in the world. They provide extra layers of security, protection, and satisfaction beyond what we provide customers directly, giving you an added layer of safety and convenience not possible anywhere else. How do I know I can trust your guarantee? 2 reasons. 1, we've been in business for over 5 years now, and that's actually a long time in this industry. But we've remained in business because we treat our customers as we'd want to be treated. We're not interested in anyone keeping a product they are unhappy with, not to mention how confident we are that you will be blown away. And 2, the other reason is that beyond our guarantee, you also get an additional guarantee from ClickBank, a secure online retailer. So even though I doubt you'll need it, you have 2 strong forms of protection for your purchase. Okay, those are the most common questions guys ask. I hope your questions were answered, and I hope that you see this moment as an opportunity to say good riddance to the fear and frustration, and an opportunity to transform your sex life forever. The fact is, our guarantee is ironclad. That means if you're not happy, you get every penny back. But I'm extremely confident that this program is going to make a dramatic change in your relationships, in your love life, and in your overall happiness. Push the button below now, lock in your spot, and I'll see you on the inside.